name is Stefanita Thomas, and I'm the Worship Arts Coordinator here at Life Church International. Now let me tell you a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Eastern Europe, Bulgaria, in a loving, beautiful home. My parents were my pastors for the majority of my life, and they raised me with those strong biblical values. However, being raised in a former communist country, as you can imagine, had its challenges, especially in school. That communist mindset still affected a lot of people around me, especially my teachers. So I often had to prove to them that I was good enough. However, the time came, I had to graduate high school, and I had no idea where I was going to go next. So I had to trust God. That's what my parents showed me. And so I did. Then God opened the door for me to go and study theology in Germany, and it was a time that I was looking forward to a lot. However, I didn't know that it was going to be very challenging. I experienced something I didn't think that I was ever going to experience. However, I was left alone, no parents, no friends, nobody that really knew me from when I was a kid until that time. Everyone around me was a new person. We were hundreds of people living under one roof, everyone from a different background, different nationality, different culture, different mindset, absolutely everything different. And there was no one really that knew me, and I could go and just share my struggles, share my fears, share just what I'm experiencing on a daily basis. All I knew, and the only person that I knew that I could go to just share what I'm going through, it was God. And that was great because He used those 3 years of college time to reshape me and to rebuild me to be the person that I am today. I had no idea why He was doing what He was doing, but all I knew was He knew what was coming next, and I had just to trust Him. So I did. Then God opened the door for me after I graduated college to step across the ocean and come and visit the United States of America. Woo-woo! That's every European's dream. If you don't believe me, just go and ask another European person and you will see everyone wants to come and visit here in the United States. So I came here and I had the opportunity to intern in 3 different churches, and Life Church International was the second one. So I came here on January of 2011, and I remember the day as if it was yesterday. It was a Tuesday morning, and everyone that was here was only staff members. It wasn't a big Sunday morning experience with the worship and all that stuff, but it was a simple day. What I thought it was a simple day. That God, the moment I stepped foot in this building, I just felt at home. And God knew that I needed that because I hadn't felt at home since I left home, which was 3 years before that. And then when I met everyone, my spirit, my heart just felt in the right place at the right time. And then Sunday morning came, and I was sitting amongst everybody here in the congregation, and I remember the pastor was preaching, and I had tears streaming down my cheeks because I felt like what I've longed for a long time to feel again, to just be at home. I didn't really know anybody here. Everyone was a stranger again to me, and I was starting to rebuild new friendships and new relationships once again. And I was very determined to build new friendships and new relationships with the idea that that's going to last a lifelong relationships. And I didn't know though that God had a different plan for me. That day, God was preparing to introduce me to somebody that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. And I have been praying for my future husband. I have been praying for my dreams to sync with his dreams and for him to have those strong biblical values like I did. And to just trust in God like I used to trust in God, and I continue trusting in God. And guess what? That's what God brought in my life. And that day I met my amazing husband now, Matt Thomas, who is now the executive pastor of Worship and Arts. And together we serve, and we have a beautiful daughter, and I can't wait to see where God's gonna go and take us next in our ministry. But saying all that to say is to tell you that regardless of where you are in your life and what you may be going through, there is always a reason, and God is getting ready to do something incredible in your life, and what you need to do is just stay calm and just trust in Him.